Well, hi all. Well, a big thank you for joining us. Well, we are in central Turkey, quite literally in the middle of nowhere, and we've got 5 days to get to the coast. But of course, we're going to take the scenic route through those mountain villages and those even tighter coastal towns. We're the Gapticators, Phil and Izzy. We've been full-time travellers since 2018. Join us on our road trip adventures as we explore the world. And for weekly updates, subscribe, like, and turn on that bell notification. Well, I hope it doesn't get much tighter. No. Okay. Well, we're just totally blown away with the scenery today. It's just bend after bend through little villages, big mountains in the distance. It's just gorgeous. I think it really feels like we're off the beaten path here. It's definitely not a touristic area. Some of these roads are pretty tight.
Yeah, there's a truck there, is he?
So we're just driving through quite an agricultural area, and they're growing loads of tobacco. You can see the women sort of sat at the side of the road sorting it out, and it's all hanging. Just fields of it. The boy with tobacco. So we're about 3 hours into a 6-hour drive today. It's been a heck of a drive, it really has. But this whole area, I mean, it's just all about the tobacco plants. We had a few areas where there was little patches, but now it's just, the whole place has just been covered in green tobacco plants, and those plants that are ripe are just drying out at the side of people's houses. And the whole place is irrigated because the mountains beyond are just brown and barren. It's just pretty featureless. But coming over that mountain pass was just gorgeous today. I really enjoyed that. Right, so we're only a couple of minutes from our next overnight stop. That was a pretty long day in the cab. It was about 7 hours driving time today. But the scenery was spectacular, and the roads actually have been superb. And we're hoping for, I think the forecast is, we just saying, the forecast for tonight is 16 degrees, so finally, fingers crossed, we'll get a little bit of respite tonight. Hell of a rig, that.
Cool. Yeah. Yep, he's good.
Perfect. We've got a couple of fellow campers. We've got a really unusual, gorgeous Scania overland truck here, with a pop or a rising roof. Really unusual, but really well kitted out. Well, morning all. We had a proper night's sleep last night. It actually got down to 16 degrees, which was amazing. We even had to pull the quilt on at one stage. So yeah, it's such a relief. We're feeling really fresh this morning. Obviously I'm looking really fresh. So I think we're going to have a little spot at breakfast, and I think there's a waterfall up here, so we're going to go for a little walk and explore that. Well, we've had a gorgeous day here today. Hasn't been too hot, which has been lovely. Got the call to prayer in the background. And it's really starting to cool down now. I think we're going to head on tomorrow morning. Yeah, it's been a really good day today. Well, we're having a gorgeous little drive today. The weather's superb. It's not as hot as it has been, which is lovely. And I think, even though we said we wouldn't do like a really big hub, like an 8-hour hub, here we are yet again, making our way down to the coast. And we've just been talking about when the last time we seen the sea, and it was actually Hottie on the 13th of April. So the Black Sea.
Nearly 5 months.
Nearly 5 months, which is hard to believe. So we've gone the whole spring and the whole summer without being by the sea. So yeah, needless to say, we're looking forward to it. Well, we have a gorgeous sunset this evening. We're only about 10 or 11 minutes from our overnight stop. And we're going to stop it's about 25 minutes short of the coast. So I think that's long enough today. Right by the skin of our teeth, we've got their little location. We've just about got level before it's got dark, and it's okay. There's a little bit of road noise, but yeah, it's all right. We're actually just sort of come into a bit of a field, really, a bit of waste ground. I think it's okay. We'll head on tomorrow. Well, morning all. Well, this is our little spot in the daylight. Super quiet last night, and it's all right. It's as a sort of a makeshift overnight stop goes, it's pretty good. We've got the sea down there, which is really exciting. So I think we're going to hang slack till about 11 o'clock this morning, do a little bit of work, and then make our way down to the coast and check out the sea. Right, another good little stop, but we're off to the beach. I'm actually quite excited.
Yeah, me too.
Well, we've come to a little air, but it's fully booked. And the campsite around the corner is also fully booked. And we're not used to this. It's sort of thrown us a little bit. We're like, oh, we're used to just turning up, middle of nowhere, nobody being there.
Yeah, clear.
And just sort of being welcomed with open arms. So we're going to drive up the coast a little bit and see what we can get. The problem is, everywhere that's half decent or where you can stay overnight is either an air or a campsite. So the big flat area in here, you can't stay there overnight, which would have been perfect for us, but hey ho, onwards. So we're trying to find a little campsite or somewhere we can plug in. We normally don't have to plug in, but our diesel water heater is on the blink. It needs cleaned basically, and they cook up because of the diesel. But the problem is, I can do it myself. The problem is, when you take it apart, basically the gasket disintegrates, and I haven't got a spare gasket with me. But we have got one coming out with one of our kids, but that's a week away yet, so we just need to plug in, get a little bit of hot water for a day, and then we're good. So the tank holds 70 litres of hot water, and once we've got that, that lasts us for a few days. So just one night to plug in somewhere would be really helpful. Well, unbelievably, after 4.5 hours of searching, here we are. We couldn't get anywhere on the beach or remotely near the beach. All the airs, all the campsites, everything was booked up, and it was just a non-starter. We couldn't believe it. Even so, we thought we'd sort of sneak in somewhere, but I mean, just wasn't to be. And we found this really lovely little campsite in the making, if I can call it that. There's only one other van here, one other motorhome, and the good thing is there's water on every pitch, there's electric on every pitch, all part of the price. And you've got a little orange grove over here, and I have to say the mountains are absolutely stunning. The coast, the beach, is about 300 meters in
that direction, and it's pretty stunning. So yeah, we're happy to sort of be here for a couple of days and have a little chill and get a little bit of work done as well. Right, we're off to the beach. I am so looking forward to this.
Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, come alive. Breathe in, breathe out. Look at the colors, colors.
Right, well, we're all packed up. We're on the move. But honestly, we've got some clouds today, and the humidity today is absolutely killing us.
Dripping.
Well, it was 79% this morning. It's come down a bit. So it's now at, what's that, 69?
69. It's not a great combo, is it? Hot and humid.
But honestly, it's really, you can't do anything. You just start leaking. So we're going to jump in the cab, get the air conditioning on, and get down the coast. Okay, so Izzy just had a little fit there for a moment.
Oh, it was inside.
Thank you. Well, having not seen the sea for so long, we're having a gorgeous little drive along the coast today. It is a little bit cloudy, which is fine by us. It just keeps the cab temperature down a little bit. But it's beautiful, the water's really clear and the road isn't too busy. We enter the town of Cash, but almost immediately our route is cordoned off.
Oh, it's tight.
So our sat-nav picks up another route, so we follow it, and yep, the roads get tighter and tighter until eventually,
Right. Go again.
yep, we should know better.
Oh, shit.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, after 4.5 hours driving today, we finally got to Cash along the coast road. It was a gorgeous drive, and we thought, yeah, we'll get somebody to park up. Couldn't get anywhere, nowhere where we can stay overnight. So we thought we'll jump on a little campsite. There's 3 campsites, fully booked. Couldn't get in anywhere. So we've got this little bit of whisk around here. We've just about managed to get level. I've dropped the scooter and we're going to take a little nip into town and see what's happening, because it looks absolutely gorgeous. If I just spin the camera around, I'm keeping an eye because we've got a couple of wild boar here that are roaming around. There's loads of rubbish here, sadly, and I'm just keeping an eye because they're pretty close. But look at this, and there's a little beach down there. I think we're going to explore there tomorrow. Well, morning all. Well, this has been our little stop for the last day, so it's been fine. The road quietens down at night, which is great, and apart from the wild boar, which are here during the day and at night, so you're always having a little look around you, just sort of checking where they are. Yeah, it's been a good little stop actually, but we're about to head off. We're driving up the coast to Fethiye, and we're going to park the truck up tomorrow for about 10 days because our kids are coming out and we're going to have a holiday, so it's really exciting. And so it just feels completely sort of alien to us, the concept after 4 years of sort of being on the road. It's the first holiday we'll have had, apart from going back and seeing family and that sort of thing, but first proper sort of holiday in a hotel we'll have had in just over 4 years. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. Well, I've got to say, as coast roads go, this is just superb. So this road goes all the way from Antalya to Fethiye. It's the D400 and it's just a sublime drive. It's just gorgeous. It just sort of winds its way along the coast. A little bit of elevation here and there, but just look at that, it's gorgeous.
That's great.
Right, just a normal day in Turkey.
So we're actually just checking out whether or not we can get our wheels resprayed here. So tires taken off, full respray because they're full of rust.
Well, morning all. Well, yeah, I know I'm looking fresh this morning. Yeah, this is last night's little stop. Sometimes you've got to do what you got to do, and it's a big wide open space. And apart from the background road noise and the kids donutting at 3 o'clock in the morning in this huge car park, yeah, it was all right. It wasn't a bad night's sleep. Yeah, no, in fairness, we've had a better night's sleep, but that's the way it goes sometimes. But we're excited. It's day one of our holiday, and one of our kids comes out today. So yeah, we're excited to see him and have a bit of chill time. It's needed. So we park up in the hotel car park, check in before going for a little underwater explore. Right, morning guys. Well, we've just dropped the truck off at the tyre place. There's a paint shop just around the corner, so we're going to get the wheels, the 5 wheels taken off, de-rusted and repainted, and hopefully we won't have any more tyre issues. So I've got a guy here who wants to be famous. He's doing the work, so brilliant. Okay. So hopefully by end of play tomorrow, I love this, the dog on the scooter, we'll have the truck back. And just like that, our holiday's over, but it's been a great little stop, and we're just packing up the truck. We're going to head up the road today, going to try and make a bit of ground this morning. It's only about 9:30, so we're going to try and get about 5 hours on the belt today, and I've got a little bit of work to do on the truck, and yeah, go from there. But the good thing is we managed to get the wheels sprayed whilst we were in here, so that was a real bonus. So yeah, we've done a reasonable job, so we're pretty happy with that.
We're back in the truck. We've just put everything away. We've had a fantastic holiday, but it's time to do what we do. Get on the road, go exploring. Is, how are you feeling? Are you feeling refreshed?
I would be if we both hadn't had a horrible cold. But yeah, it's been amazing.
I had a cold for about the first 7 days. Felt dreadful, and then I give it Daisy, so she still got it.
Yeah.
So
we've eaten and drunk far too much. But yeah, it's good to be home.
Definitely. Right, let's go.